Welcome to the second quarter presentation of 2021, Wednesday, June 30th. We're doing a little bit in advance this year, but that's fine. And this second quarter presentation is for Rustler Technologies Incorporated. Alright, so let's see. The first slide, quarter product sales graph, and Ping Ondawar will be presenting it today. Alright, so the Rustler product sales graph basically displays all the changes in Rustler sales over the quarter. Alright, so you can see April, May, and June there, and you can see that in April all listings are trending around average, and then we go into May, which is basically last month. Total money per day takes a huge rise. Yeah, good. Well, site visits per day mostly stays the same. In June, product purchase per day takes a 6,000 item hit, while site visits per day continue to slowly climb to 400 grand. So that's quite good actually. Except for the products purchased per day part with the 6,000 item hit. I don't know how that happened. It was probably us not selling so well. But yes, overall pretty good compared to last quarter. As for second quarter product sales. And that is about it for the second quarter product sales overview. And that was Pam's slide. Next, we have the Rustler sales breakdown presented by Rowan. Okay, so the Rustler sales breakdown is basically a description of Rustler sales, and it's broken up into 4 categories shown in a pie chart. Alright, so you can see the percentages in each of those pies over there. I added that so you could easier see the percentage. Alright, so Rustler's product sales were about 7% higher than last quarter, which is very good. Taking up a whopping 50% of the chart. That 50% is about 7% more than last year, according to the last year presentation. So that's quite nice. This compensates for the unusually high tax and expenses, which are both about 3% higher than the average. That's probably because we made much more product sales. When you make more income, you have to pay more taxes. That's probably what happened there. And Rustler's income is about 6% less than last quarter, but because of that 50% product sales, it doesn't really do anything to Rustler's sale average. So overall, the total sales end up being about 2% less than last year's values, which is quite nice. I was expecting like 5% because COVID-19 is doing stuff to Rustler, and we've kind of had a bad 2021 year in terms of sales. But it ended up being quite nice actually, and I didn't expect product sales to be the one that was really high. But yes, that's how things turned out. Very nice. Next, Rustler sales outlook, where Harvey will be presenting. Right? All right. So, the Rustler sales outlook displays what Rustler sales will look like in 2022 to 2025, basically the next 4 years. Alright, so in 2022, site visits per day will be severely decreased due to COVID-19 ending and causing people to buy products instantly, which is quite nice actually. Total money per day will be increased along with products purchased per day, which looks like it's going up to like 420 grand there. Everything keeps increasing at a very slow rate, except for site visits per day, which is only falling off until 2024 to 2025. Yeah, everything takes a huge jump there, except for site visits per day, of course. It looks like everything except for the site visits per day listing will be very good in the future, which is promising for Rustler sales. So yes, there's some good data there, and we don't really care about site visits because as long as we get product sales and revenue and money, that's fine. Alright, yes. And that's just about it for the Rustler sales outlook 2022 to 2025. Alright, so that was it. Next we have Rustler sales history 2011 to 2021, presented by Tigger here. Alright, so the Rustler sales history, basically what it does, it shows Rustler sales for the past decade. Okay. So, since this is 2021 now, well, you can see all those arrows and circles and everything all over the place. Well, that's used to mark the disasters in the past decade. Alright, so in 2011, Rustler sales appear a bit below the average. Yes, and then inside visits per day goes up a small little bit in 2012. Well, the other listings take a huge decline. Well, not huge decline, but a little bit of a decline. Things continue getting worse in 2013, and then in 2014, everything shoots back up again. The site visit per day reaching 420 grand. Things continue above the average until the massive stock crash of 2016, indicated by the arrow and the circle there, and it says in there in white text. When all those things crash below our corridors in Rustler's sale history, yes, with products purchased per day diving to 371 grand. Everything stays the same until the great big COVID-19 incident of 2020, indicated by the red arrow, when site visit per day jumps 20 grand. All other categories have been around average ever since, so things are starting to recover. So that's Rustler's state right now on Rustler's sales history, which is pretty okay, but we're still attempting to recover after that huge, great big COVID-19 incident. And that's basically it for the Rustler sales history. Thank you for attending this second quarter presentation of 2021, produced by Rustler Technologies Incorporated. Visit us on the web at rustler.com. 1 Rustler Way, Fort Worth, Texas, 75033, 1-800-RUSTLER phone number. Goodbye. We'll see you next quarter.